Hi guys, I'm going to be cooking two beautiful simple dishes today, bruschetta and chicken piccata. Okay, I'm going to be using a beef tomato here, and what we're going to do, we're going to roast it. We're going to get the maximum flavour out of this tomato. Okay, so just cut it in half, then cut it in half again, then in half again, and you want to cut it into fairly big chunks. Okay, so put your tomatoes into a little roasting pot or a roasting tray. Okay, next add a touch of salt, ground black pepper, pinch of oregano dried, a touch of extra virgin olive oil in, and just lightly mix with your hands, coat everything. And when you roast these, you certainly don't want them mushy. You want to have them to have a little bit of a body, but we're going to try and get the maximum flavour out of these. So roast them for about 10 minutes. Okay, these have been in about 15 minutes. I've roasted them, but they're not, as you can see, they're not mush. And what I've actually done, I've injected more flavour to the tomatoes. So they'll be fantastic on the bruschetta. So what we're going to do now is just leave them to cool. Okay, so the tomatoes have cooled, and what I've done, basically, like I said before, I've just injected a little more flavour to the tomatoes. So what we're going to do now is just cut them into bite-sized pieces. Not too thin, not too small, just medium. Okay, so put all your tomatoes into a bowl. Finally dice your onion. Onion in. I'm using 1 clove of garlic, so finely dice it. Okay, we're going to mince it, so add a touch of salt. Just press and slide till it becomes a mince. Basically you're mincing it. Garlic in. Also I've got some beautiful basil that we're going to chiffonade. Just lightly cut it into strips. Basil in. Okay, add a pinch of oregano. Pinch of salt. Ground black pepper. And this is all to taste. A touch of red wine vinegar. And this just lifts everything. Also a touch of sugar, and this brings out even more of the sweetness of the tomatoes. Extra virgin olive oil, a good quality one. And give everything a mix. Because these tomatoes have been roasted, it just brings out more of a flavour. It's absolutely fantastic, beautiful. So put them to one side. Okay, I've got a beautiful French baguette. You don't have to use a baguette, you can use like ciabatta bread or a really good crusty bread, but really spongy in the middle, and this is ideal. Fantastic. Okay, so let's cut this on an angle. Get rid of that little bit, and then just cut. Okay, so those are my slices, and what we're going to do now, we're going to grill them. And that's the sort of bread you want, guys. You want it nice and springy in the middle and crusty on the outside. That's perfect. Perfectly golden brown and just a little char mark around the edges. Perfect. That's what you want. Okay, there's different variations of bruschetta. So what I want to do, the first one is rub your bread, your toasted bread with garlic, touch of salt, not too much. Ground black pepper, the best olive oil that you can get, just a little drizzle on top. And that's just one, that's very common in Italy. Salt, pepper, garlic, olive oil. Okay, the other one of my favourites is just a little bit of tomato with the basil and the olive oil and the garlic. It's been rubbed with garlic, and then just a little sprinkle of Parmesan cheese on top. Just like that. Beautiful. Okay, another one of my favourites is just get a leaf of basil on top, Another spoonful of the tomato mix, just a little bit of avocado, and then just a slight sprinkle of fresh grated mozzarella, and put that under the broiler to melt. Look at that, guys, absolutely fantastic. I've melted the cheese under the broiler, it's nice and melted on the avocado, beautiful. Also what I got, guys, is some beautiful Italian ham, prosciutto, dry cured ham, fantastic on bruschetta. So again, put your basil leaf on top, some of that beautiful roasted tomato, sprinkle of Parmesan cheese, just lightly. Then with your hands, just tear the prosciutto rustically, and then just drape it over the top like that. So there you go, guys, that's my favourite toppings for bruschetta. I've got the avocado, got the grilled mozzarella cheese. Next you've got the beautiful sweet tomatoes that's been roasted, the slight grating of Parmesan cheese and the basil and the olive oil and the oregano, absolutely fantastic. And last you've got the beautiful prosciutto ham with a nice big leaf of basil, and again the tomatoes, the oregano, absolutely fantastic. So they're my favourite toppings for bruschetta. You can add whatever you want, but they're fantastic. Thanks, guys.